Many years ago, I would probably be one of the first people to judge others on their choices of life, what they choose to do. But I don't do that anymore because no matter what you choose, it's not going to be easy. Let's say, for example, that you want to be a guy who makes videos. Well, if you have no track record, no one is going to sponsor you in making videos. So what you have to do, you have to finance yourself. Now let's say that you're from a family with a very modest income, and that you in fact is someone with a very modest income. Then making such a video is not really practical because you lack the funds. You need cameras, you need sound equipment, you need so many different things. You need a computer, you need a sound board in your computer, you need so many different things. Now, can you imagine what it was like back then when people used film? Well, not only was it difficult, but all the the motion picture cameras were expensive. Even to this day, motion picture cameras are expensive. For example, back then in the old days, you had to have a camera that was capable of shooting a good motion picture. You're talking about a 35mm camera usually. But for the independent producer who did not have a track record, he had no choice but to use a 16mm like a Baloo. A 16mm Baloo was also very expensive. So there you are with an idea of making a motion picture and you lack the funds to do it. So how do you get the funds? Well, you had to convince people to give you the funds to make the motion picture. But you have no track record, so they're not willing to part with their money to help you to do that. You see the frustration? So a lot of people, in fact, end up doing nothing. Not because they were lazy, not because they lacked the ambition, but because they simply could not afford it. You're looking at a video right now that was done in 3D. This 3D camera, even though we're in a digital age, oh, by the way, and this is important. Back then, when you were making a motion picture, you'd be shooting on film, and then you'll be recording on an expensive recorder like a Nagra. Let's say that you're shooting on a 16mm camera, which is less expensive than a 35mm camera, and you're recording on a Nagra recorder, which is very expensive. Then you'd shoot all day, then you had to have what is known as rushes or dailies, and then you'd take a look at the rushes and dailies and you made an error. Well, what if the camera was not up to speed? What if the audio recorder was not recording? You see my point? Then you'd have to reshoot everything over. We're lucky in that these days we're using digital equipment, but even then it's pretty expensive. Let me tell you, the camera that I used to make this video, this camera was about $1,000, and it is one of the cheapest cameras that Sony make for 3D. I'm shooting in 3D, which means that you have to have this glasses, red and blue glasses, to see it in 3D, right? And as it turned out, a lot of people simply will not see it because they don't have a red and blue glasses. So a lot of times, even though you want to do 3D, you're discouraged from doing it because nobody will watch it. So you shoot a motion picture using something like a Canon. Thank God for that. This Canon camera is an older model. It's a T3i camera, but it also shoots not only stills, but it'll shoot motion picture videos. And again, it does it in a digital format that you can see right away. The point I'm trying to make is, I no longer judge people who choose not to pursue whatever their passion is, because no matter what you pursue, it's going to cost a lot of money. And a lot of times, to do it. In my case, I'm very fortunate that I'm a retired Navy guy, and I live in a very modest way. So everything I do in a modest way, and there you have it. I hope you have a chance to watch the video in 3D. I hope. And if you do, thank you very much.